Yesterday, wait a minute. Last month, I asked you guys to give me your most balls to the wall crazy potion ideas, and boy oh boy did you guys deliver.
That's right, fellas. In this video, I made you not one, not two, but 5 insane potions, all of which were your ideas. And right before we hop into this video, this pack took over a month to make, so I'd really appreciate it if you drop a like if you enjoy it. And also, huge thanks to Ironical Irony for making these sick potion textures. So our first suggestion comes from Taquito, and what he suggested was the gravity potion, like from Terraria. So to get this, all you need to do is put a glass bottle, netherwort, twisting vines, and a phantom membrane in a crafting table, and you got yourself a gravity potion. Now, when you drink this, it gives you full control over gravity. All you do is just press shift in the air, and gosh dang, look at this. All you do is you crouch in midair, and it switches gravity for you. And as you can probably guess, this is just levitation, but the cool part about this is that the levitation actually scales up, so it actually kind of reflects actual anti-gravity. Now, there's only one thing better than a stolen idea from Terraria. You guessed it, 2 stolen ideas from Terraria! Let's go, baby! Now, while designing this, I decided crafting recipes are for nerds. So instead, you get to look death in the eye and punch it in the face. That's right, you gotta stare these gas fireballs down. Oh, you gotta punch the gas fireballs with this bottle. And what it does is it fills it up with Inferno essence. You got a little charge meter here. And if you manage to get 25 fireballs, boom! Cool explosion. All the fireballs are in the bottle. You get an Inferno Potion. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, whatever. It's just an Inferno Potion. It just lights stuff on fire. Yeah, whatever. Well, apparently because I have too much free time, I also made it so it ignites furnaces. Yeah, you like that? Is that enough features for you? Well, it wasn't enough for me. Apparently because I hate myself, I had even more features. That's right. It's got a built-in auto smell. And on top of all that, I spent like 5 freaking hours making this sick particle animation. Oh, and almost forgot to mention, thanks to Isaac Lowen and Emmett Ernst for both suggesting the Inferno Potion. Now, do any of y'all ever stop and think, golly gee, I wish there was 6 of me? Well, think no more, baby. I got shove some random crap with some 5 armor stands in a bottle. You get yourself a decoy potion to quench all your cloning desires. Now, as soon as we down this bad boy, we make 6 identical, wait, no, 1, 2. We make 5 identical clones of ourselves. And whatever you wear, they wear. So, for example, I throw on some golden boots. Boom. They're all geared up just like me. And whatever I do, they do. If I move forward, they move forward. I move back, they move back. I jump, they jump. It works with strafing, and they'll also mirror whatever you're holding as well. And a fun fact is that these guys actually use trigonometry to calculate their movements so they're rotated compared to yours. So, stay in school, I guess?
So make sure to stay in school, kids, if you want to be an epic Minecraft data packer like me.
Now, I wanted to give these guys some use outside of just PvP. So what I made them do is actually distract hostile mobs. As you can see, skeletons aggro onto these guys. And a thing to note is that they only have 2 hit points, but all their armor applies. So despite only having 2 hit points, they could get all the benefits of thorns and protection. Another thing to note is that you can actually drink as many of these things as you want, and it'll still work. There's nothing stopping you from making a freaking God! And a huge thanks to Cajun Snake Jake for coming up with this idea. It was by far the most hilarious one in the pack. Now for this next one, I read it, and my mind was just like, because I've been trying for so long to try to figure out a way of doing balanced fast travel in Minecraft. And this guy just handed it to me on a silver platter. The idea comes from Why Even Living, and what he suggested is a potion that lets you teleport to Lodestones. So how did I go about implementing this? To start, whenever you fish in the end, you can't catch saddles anymore. Instead, they're replaced with this thing called a chorus soul. Now, on its own, a chorus soul is pretty useless. However, the thing about these souls is that they like to guide people home, as long as you give them a destination. Whenever you hold a chorus soul near a lodestone, it'll begin pulsing. Clicking a pulsing lodestone will permanently sink it. Now, it's a waypoint potion. And as you can see, it keeps track of the coordinates of the lodestone in the lore tag, so you can keep track of which potion's which. Now to show off the capabilities of this potion, I'm currently 1,000,000 blocks away from the lodestone. What's so special about this potion, coding-wise, is that it allows you to teleport into unloaded chunks. So just watch. As you can see, it spawns me in the first open spot it finds next to the lodestone, safe and sound. Now what's probably coolest about this is that it works across dimensions. So let's say, for example, I wanted to hop into the nether real quick. Or maybe I want to go farm some endermen. Maybe after all that, I just want to pop back to spawn. There we go, simple as that. You might have noticed too that the waypoint potions are actually color-coded based on what dimension they're made in. This is just a purely aesthetic thing to help keep them organized. Our final potion idea comes from Ironical Irony, who made the textures for this pack. Now what he suggested is an Ender Potion. Now getting one of these potions is relatively simple. All you gotta do is find an Enderman, have a staring contest with him, force feed him blaze powder mid-staring contest, perform an exorcism, and boom! Congratulations, you've purified an Enderman of evil. And would you look at that? That evil is conveniently sitting there for you to scoop up. Now, there's a bit more that goes into this, but since we're just here to talk about the potions, I'm going to save it for another video. When you use an awkward potion on this essence, it gives you an Ender Potion. Now, when you drink this potion, you get Enderman-like powers. The most prominent of these is that you dodge all projectiles, just like an Enderman. Anytime an arrow is about to hit you, you teleport out of the way to safety. This works by tracking your own movement in the projectiles. It's not 100% accurate, but it does a pretty darn good job of keeping you safe. Additionally, you also teleport away whenever you take damage. However, this is all really powerful, so I did decide to include a drawback. Just like an Enderman, if you touch water, you'll take damage and teleport away. If you made it this far, then hey, thanks for watching. I always enjoy doing these viewer suggestion type things, and I want to do a lot more of them in the future. If you're new around here and want to see new content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you get notified when I put out new uploads. And with that, I'll see you all next time. Well, I'm caught in quite the pickle. I don't know where I went wrong, but I finally reached the end and still don't got no outro song. Turns out copyright's a thing, and that just ain't my kind of vibe. Now I'm running out of lyrics, so just go and hit a British person.